Can I finish this tonight? I don't even know. Gonna have to apologize to anyone that was here yesterday. Had to bail right after pretty much soldering everything. I still have to throw keycaps on and probably straighten a few more switches out, but I think I have like the 90% solution for this half plate build. Anyways, I was about to plug in the daughter board test to see if everything is aligned or not. But then both my daughters had other plans for me and I had to bail. It feels bad. Plug in the daughter board. All right, I have Via just floating there waiting for something. Oh, I guess I should take emote only chat off. Let me do that. I had forgotten I threw that back on. Of course I didn't log in on this piece of shit. All right. Hopefully that's the last I'll need to bring out of the song will 60 to type. Let's bring up the Via. See if anything has changed. It recognizes that H60 still has the layout that I had selected last time. Layer 2, still the layout I had selected last time. Cool. Alright, key tester time. Test matrix, key sounds. Alright, I soldered everything in. I guess the next part will be to suppose clean up the PCB. I did not have a chance to do that last night. Apologies for the furnace kicking on in the background. It is annoying, I know. I'm sorry. Grab some paper towel. Move the daughter board. And clean the PCB. Alright. Actually, do I want to fit keys on real quick to see if this is straight or not? So, my gut instinct says everything's within margin of error as close as I can sort of get eyeballing it by just looking at it. I think if I throw keycaps on, I'll probably find one or two things I'll need to correct off stream. Whoa. Big sneeze. Alright. So I will just commence cleaning. I'll turn this off. So the main reason why I do clean is to take all the crap off, mostly the flux that is still on, that did not get consumed during the soldering process, to make sure that doesn't cause any issues later on. And this is pretty simple. Isopropyl alcohol, 99%. Get it from a lot of supply stores. Amazon as well sells it, and scientific equipment and stuff like that. Really good for cleaning flux off. These are PE foam applicators designed specifically for this. You could use Q-tips, but this will leave less debris behind than Q-tips, so I will use them. And basically what I'm doing is I'm dabbing this on, rolling it around, trying to pick up the extra flux from the points where I have soldered. And as you can see, this is becoming more and more brown as it picks up the flux residues. And the main benefit of doing this is you don't have to worry about longevity of the board as far as anything corroding or getting weird over time. It's a preventive measure, if not anything. Is it necessary? Probably not, but it's something out of good practice I will continue doing. Even if I'll probably have to open up this board at least once to straighten keys once I finish the build tonight. I'll have to look and see if there's a better way to figure out if things are straight or not. Oh, another thing that I do want to do is clip some toothpicks in. I don't think that'll have the biggest effect, but it's something I did want to do since I'm using clip-ins for the first time, just to make sure I have no issues with them. This part's pretty boring. It only takes a few minutes. And then after that, I'll be on to the next part, which will be cleaning up the rest of the supplies, clipping toothpicks into nice dabs, and then we'll get on to the rest of assembly. And then keycaps and sound test. Because everyone loves sound tests. I feel like I feel the need to go back on Epidemic Sound and get more jazz tracks just to have more things going on. So I'm hearing, I'm not sure if it's the same artist doing repeated themes, but do like to have variety in my music. So I might have to venture back onto that website and find some more tunes to listen to during streaming time. Spent such a long time heating and reheating some of the pads here that there's not a lot of flux left on some of them, so this will probably be a little bit less painless. This will be a pretty painless cleaning, I would think. We'll see though. So I'm going to go through with a small detailer and just double check some of the stuff, because I'm still seeing quite a bit of grime on some of these. Alright. For the very small tips, there's always some spots that are just easier to get with smaller tip applicators. And you can also enforce a little bit more scrubbing with these than the very big tips. Alright. This looks about good enough for now. If I ever take it out again and have to solder it, I will continue cleaning it later. But I think I pretty much got all the big bubbles that I could see visually without like bringing it right up to my face and staring at it. Alright. Next, give me a minute or so to clear up this mess in front of me. Get rid of the soldering stuff, I'll put that to the side. Just bundle this stuff up together real quick. Actually, I can just put this here again. Hopefully that doesn't fall. I still need this, I still need this. Let me get rid of this soldering mat. Be right back. Caused a nice ringing noise. Put that down. Okay, I'm back. Do have some flush cutters here for the toothpick. These are just the run-at-the-mill diamond toothpicks. They should work for this purpose. Take a few of these out. What you're doing is you're wedging it into the clip side in the middle, pushing it down in, and then cutting it flush. Gonna need to redo this other one here. I don't think it's seated down far enough. Better get this off my mouse pad before I get splinters everywhere. Sort of trash bag there. All right. There we go. Okay, that one's not deep enough. Redo. Or is it deep enough? It's not coming out. Yeah, it's coming out. Alright. Again, but deeper. There we go. Some extra wood bits. Oh man, it's all over my desk mat too. Feels bad. Alright. That hopefully does it for the flush cutter action and the toothpicks for tonight. The box looks hella old. Alright, in theory that will prevent clip-in stabs from coming out. Never really had an issue with it, but thought maybe I should do it for this board. Turns out you have to put quite a bit of pressure to make sure it's down in there. Alright. So now we have the rest of the build. I don't think I need anything else in here. Nope. Shouldn't, at least. Unless I need a different size bit. Then I need to get the case out. The original shipping container box was so tight. It just is basically the size of this box plus this box combined. Alright. Microfiber cloth. Materials, we have the instructions again. So steps we're at, we did switches, stabilizers in the plate, install the daughter board, then the O-ring, then flip the top half up and on its side, put the assembly in, stretch the O-rings over the mounting mechanism, connect the daughter board, screw the top assembly to the bottom through the plate. That's the plan. Alright, previously opened this on one of my other streams, but here it is. This is my A-stock K when keyless purple. This royal purple color actually looks pretty good. Boxes down to the side, and yep, these are just the right size. Yes, it is. Carefully unscrewing it at a slight angle here to make sure that I don't scratch the finish on the case. Same thing with these, but making sure that I'm not stripping anything. Alright. Oh. Screws here. So I mentioned before, only marks that I saw were 2 anno hooks on this side and 1 anno hook on this side. The rest of this looks flawless, as it should for A-stock. Quite happy with this. They got full coverage of the inside where it's going to be held as well for the O-rings. The bottom, I'll get these screws out. They're all the same size. So we have the bottom plate here. First time taking it out fully. See a little bit of hook mark here, and that's about it. Some dust on there. The back and the back side look flawless. And then we have the front lip and the side. The side's not really going to be seen, nor is the front, but still just wanted to turn around. Even the back's not really going to be seen. But they did a really nice job, and then we have Bezo's head logo there. Fun stuff. And we have the Mono K logo on the back. Alright. Wait, I do need those screws for the daughter board. I'm tripping. That's why they had them. It's a derp moment. Alright. Add that to the garbage pile. And let's put in the daughter board. Here we have a Heine daughter board. Is this all the same size? It is. Cool. Put in place, and then I'll screw it down. Screws are pretty small. Just going to the first bit of tension and then stopping until I get all of the screws in there, making sure that it's nice and in there. Getting some resistance on this screw. What's happening? There we go. Now it's going down. Tighten. Oh, got stuck on the threading. Interesting. Tighten. Tighten. And tighten. All right. Should be nice and tight. Let me put the second bag to the side. All right. Next we have this, the dampener sheet. I will be using it. Has been included. I want to use it. Fits pretty nice. And I'll set this to the side and trade places with the top. Oh, I guess I need to put feet on this at some point. Aha, that's right. Feet go on the top housing. I forgot about this detail. Alright. I will be putting feet on this because, knowing me, I'll transport this places and who knows what will happen. So 30A, so that means that's a 50A. Cool. Get all four of the feet out there. I'll be building this with the 50A. So I think it might sound better with the Hyperglide, or the vints I have in here. Try not to use the tweezers if I can get away with it. The purple's so pretty. I'm actually really glad I got purple. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should get Titan gray or something like that. Then I'm like, I got the Kage in that. I probably should just live a little bit. I'm glad. This seems to work out pretty well. Kage I got in Titan Gray. I got Suave Blue for Tomo. And if I have options for the other colors, I think I would want to get... if I can get an extra for Neko, I probably would, just to complete this the set. If I can get Hidari in the next one. The 5th collaboration, that's coming probably sometime December. I will probably get that Mono K collaboration, because I like the Friends series. Pretty fun. Hoping it's either another 60, 65, or an Alice layout. If it was an Alice layout, I'd lose my crap and buy it immediately. But Neko, I was thinking probably blush pink. Hidari probably in the olive color. And the last one I'd get again in purple. Alright. So next step was to put the O-ring on. It fits in the groove here between the PCB and the main part of the board, and then it just gets stretched around. Make sure it sits in here between everything and doesn't have any weird interference. Looks like it's good. Alright, so next part was to put it here inside the top housing. Make sure everything sits nice. It does. Cool. Then I do have a spludger tool here to move the O-ring into the channel. Gonna do opposite sides first. Get down there. All right. All right, appears to be on. Let me turn it over, see if it falls out. It should stay. It does stay. Most excellent. All right, let me stand this up on its side right here. Get this in position. All right, daughter board should go in. Alright, it's all plugged up. And I should be able to make sure this is guided into the channel. All right. And it should be a light amount of compression to get all the 4 corners tacked down. Yeah. Alright, tightening that up. All right. Mine's not jingling around like Simon Black's was. So I guess I'm not going to throw mine. That's a good sign, I think. Guess we'll see. Let me throw the space bar on and some other keys. Okay. I had these keys sitting out from yesterday. Feels weird, whatever. Throw one of the alt keys on. Equals. Will the accent keys work for this, or do I want to go all gray? Guess I'll see in a minute here. I'll leave these off for now. So I might want to go gray instead of the accent color. Might look better. We'll see here. Oop. Throwing keycaps at my problem. Wait. Derp, derp, derp. So how straight are these? Is that straight enough? Guess it'll be okay. As long as they don't interfere. I mean, these look okay. This W... Maybe it's the Q that's actually jank, I don't know. Hey, whatever. The rest of the set. Alright. So did I have another function, a button-like function? Guess we'll be using this. I think the gray and purple will work better than the accent color. Even though it has purple in it. I'm not sure about having that as a main color. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. So instead of this, I guess I have this keycap. Alright, caps lock. I was looking for an escape key. I don't know if they actually... There should be another color escape key, I think. There is. I'm obviously just not looking for it hard enough. Oof. Oh, that's not looking too good there. Well, with D next to it doesn't look bad anymore. I'm gonna be critical of myself regardless of what I do. Unless everything was like set perfectly. Or are these touching? No. They're not touching, but they're very close. Oof. Wait, that's F. I need a different one for that. I can't type with scoops, I need bars. F, G. Huh. I guess visually it doesn't look that jarring, but I'm definitely going to go in later and try to clean these up. Like, it's almost like the F key is leaning. I guess that's probably what happened to it. That's probably the easiest explanation. Also, then I want to delete down there. Do I have a delete button that's the correct size? Probably not, right? Feels weird. What profile is this, and what button could I put there as a substitute? Function, and we have that delete button. We have the tall boy delete button. I could put a control there. I think that goes on the same row. Scrounging for whatever works. I have to remember that's Are these the same? I don't know. I'll have to check the kitting eventually. Alright, don't want to put function there because I will get myself confused eventually. And then let's see how I did with this bottom row. If I tilted and leaned any more keys, I might actually just take it apart now and fix it. Of course, if I have anything colliding or being unworkable, I'll just fix it now. That bottom row actually looks okay. Alright, let me throw these keycaps in here. I'll deal with them all later. I say that, but probably not. Up on top of the other GMK set you go over there. Alright, how did I actually do? F key definitely looks like it's tilted this way. W needs to be straightened out this way. The rest of them look alright. It's not rubbing on anything. This isn't rubbing on anything. It's kind of close. Bottom row looks okay. I guess X is probably leaning a little bit, but that's about it. How do I do on the stabs? I think the stabs sound okay. Take the headphones off and give it a good listen. Sounds pretty consistent across. Might have to actually straighten out the spacebar maybe, I don't know. Something about it. Stabs are actually pretty good. I'm impressed with them. Maybe it wasn't down the whole way, I don't know. Here we are looking at the back of the board. Got some dirt on it already. Feels weird. Side profile. Do you like the way this is too angled? Back's nice and flat. Piece of dirt and USB cutout. Front. And we have the other side profile. Actually, I really like the look of this board. Really glad I got it. Really glad I got it, and wing keyless. Hypno, hello, how are you? In time to watch a slow typing test, perhaps. Let me pull up monkey type. Oh, no, stop going full size. Helps I plug the keyboard in, eh? Is this the same size as Let me make it quickly the same size as this, because I think I had it just about right. Then if I hit this button, hey, there it is. All right, whatever. Let me change some mic settings real quick and point it down. We'll do a quick typing test. Okay, background noise is going to be a little bit higher on this. But anyways. Alright, here's monkey type. Mouse clicks. Oh, music. Almost forgot about the music. Killed the music. No filters on. Clicks. Keyboard level. Man, nervous typing on this keyboard. Mods. Oh, just to type on the board. Uh-oh. Is the furnace starting up? Furnace is starting up. That'll delay a second test. The furnace is starting up. RIP. That furnace is so loud. Hey, I'll talk for a few minutes. This is the Kei R2. Let me, R2, I was researching some stuff about stabs. So this is a mono keyboard Kei R2. Expensive. I think I would classify it as a fairly expensive board. And that's in Sing dollars, but I got the aluminum bottom one. Overall, I think it's pretty nice. I did want a higher end 60 board. In this case, I decided to get wind keyless in a very nice looking color, and I'm quite happy with it. While the boiler's going on, I'll turn on crisp, so hopefully you don't have to listen to it. Sorry if my voice gets weird. I'll show off the board again since you just got here. Yeah. But I basically soldered all the switches in. Some of the switches, because they're 3-pin vintage switches on a half plate, it sort of is hard to align everything. So some of the keys look a little bit janky, like the W is slightly skewed. The F key, I think, is slightly tilted this way instead of straight. Because they're 3-pin instead of 5-pin switches in basically a half plate build. So here's the side profile. You can see that it has basically 2 angles to it, which is pretty nice, and they just come together for the front and the back then. And then here's the back end of the board. See the daughter board in the middle, centered through the cutout. Have the back of the board with the Mono-K logo. I got this in silver because the silver and purple color, I don't know, I really liked the way it looked. I put the feet on it. Some people usually don't put the feet on these things, but I'm going to be using mine, transporting it around, so I'll want the feet on it. Here's the front edge. Oh, I'm trying to show it around this thing. Wow. I forgot I had the monkey type thing up. Let me do this again from an angle there. You can see it. So you can see in the light it has 2 different angles to it. Front. And like I was saying with some of the keys, like the W key, for example, wonky. This, I'll probably have to resolder some of it later. And I'm not sure if it's a J or the K. One of these is, I think it's probably the K, slightly slanted a little bit. But all the rest of the keys look okay. They seem in line with expectations, so hopefully that turns itself off soon so I can get back to another typing test with it. The first one, I have my headphones on. Now I want to hear what it sounds like. Did notice that this was bumping and clanking, so I'll have a little bit of space when I do it again. Ugh, 95% accuracy. Maybe I need to grind keyboard again or something like that. I haven't really been typing too much. In the past few days, I took a few days off of work just to be with family and stuff, so been playing dead. 95%? Yeah, I should be higher than that though. You barely use your PC. I basically use it to stream, to check interest check, group buys, to buy things. Yeah. Oh, you barely use your MGA? Oh, feels bad. That was a nice looking board though. I was actually impressed with the sound of it. I think it's either that or the Meridian. If the Meridian had a silver and black, or sorry, silver and red colorway still, I probably would have bought the Meridian. If they had MGA and USB-C, I would probably buy one of those. So, all right, the fans are turning off. Let me turn crisp off and get ready. I can still hear it in the background. It's so loud. I'll have to deal with that all winter. Feels bad. All right. Repeat test, no, redo. All right, mouse clicks again. Ew, I did worse that time. Bought a new Mac. Best daily laptop. Nice. This mount actually feels pretty flexy. I'd use the 50A O-ring. I might try to switch it out for the 30A, but I'm actually kind of happy with this. Oh, you want a new one? Sorry. Misread. Oops. Turn the music back on. Let me change the mic settings around. Okay, I should sound back to normal. I don't know, it's a problem with like keyboard hobbies and other things. It just takes up money and time. I don't know. Pretty much I have a laptop for work, but that's about it. Other than that, I don't really have a place where I would use a laptop besides work. And because work only offers me one thing, I mean, is what it is. Yeah. But that was the build, that was it. Pretty much I spent 2 hours last night, then my kids had decided that they had other plans than me finishing my keyboard, so I had to cut the stream off early, and I'm just finishing up for today, which feels good. Huh. Now I have that done. Yeah, I think it looks nice too. I wasn't sure if the purples would match between the Hyperfuse Origins and the purple case. It doesn't, but it's close enough that I'm happy with it. It's like this is the darkest shade that this could possibly look of the actual case. The green accent keys I couldn't deal with, so I changed them out just for the gray accent keys. I think this looks alright. I am happy with this. I'll have to straighten up some of the keys off camera though. I probably will also change out the O-ring and see what that sounds like off stream. I don't know, should I just do that now? I do have some time. What do I do with the O-ring kit? I do have this 30A O-ring. Let's actually check that out. Got some time. I didn't plan on being done this early. Unplug. I'll have to take this apart with removing a few of the keys to take out the hidden screws, because this is a nice screwless design with it solved in a very complicated way. Oh, lose all the keycaps. All right. Try to carefully remove everything and change out the O-ring. See if that makes a difference for the sound. Probably doesn't make a difference for the feel, but I'm gonna guess the difference between 50A and 30A is kind of minimal. Already has a nice soft feel to it, which is nice. Lift it up carefully. You take the daughter board out. Okay, it's the top part, and then I'll need to get the O-rings out. What do I do with the spludger tool? There it is. Alright, since it has keycaps, it's way tall anyways, comes out. Alright, that's the O-ring out. Put it to the side so I don't lose it. Let's try the 30A. Why not? Ooh, this feels super jelly and soft. Okay. Maybe this will feel different, I don't know. Okay, so this gummy O-ring feels ridiculously soft. Alright, let's try it out. Put it carefully in the channel with the spludger tool. Get this opposite corner. Came out on this side. Okay, so doing this with the keycaps on might be harder than what I thought. Fingy's the easiest way to do this? Might be. Alright. Turn it over. Should not come out. Good. Still in. Line it up. Put the JST connector in. All right. All right, let me tighten this down. Throw the keys back on. Is that some interference noise now? Okay, so I shake it, I still don't hear anything, that's good. Furnace comes in on cue when I want to listen to something. Sounds actually a little bit deeper with this. Now this number is like super thocky sounding though. Yeah, I think it sounds better with this. I didn't think that would happen. Okay. Let me set up to do another sound test in a minute. Let me throw Chris back on because the freaking heater's going. Need to make sure the mic's lined up because it's pretty sensitive with direction sometimes. All right, whenever the furnace stops, I'll turn Chris back off, give it a second, then we'll try it again. Guess it is pretty cold here. It's like, what, 40 degrees Fahrenheit? Coldish. Getting cold. Center this. I guess this might actually sound better. Who knows? Grass Rice, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Although, probably not going to be too much longer. I do just want to do a quick sound test with this 38 O-ring configuration, because it sounds better already. Interesting. All the sound tests that I had listened to previously had this recorded with the 50A O-ring with some form of cherry black switches. So I was expecting this to also sound better like that, but maybe with feed on it sounds different. Maybe it's the plate and combination or whatever it might be, but I think this actually sounds better like this now. So whenever the heater stops, we'll do another typing test. There it goes. Fan's cycling. Let me turn crisp off, let it hear the noise again. Alright, killing the music. Mouse clicks. Yeah. Okay, so the numero, 5 ads. Alright, I'll have to do another sound test. I didn't realize that. 5 ads, what the hell? Man, the timing. Apologies about that. I don't even know. Alright, let me do that again then. I did not realize ads were rolling. I don't have any notification of it either. It's just, it happens. Apologies. I don't have any control. I just have the auto. Feels weird. Anyways, I'll talk for a few more seconds. So my initial thoughts with this is the alphas actually sound more consistent now, which is interesting. I thought they would have been a little bit more all over the place. The typing feel really hasn't changed between the 50 and 30A. Maybe there's some difference I'm just not picking up on, but they feel the same. But the sound is different. So I want to say that the alphas do sound creamier to me. And the top and bottom row have just become weirdly thocky. In a way, I didn't intend to ever use that word like that, but they sound better. I don't know why. And then the rest of everything, I don't know. But let me do another typing test and we'll talk about it some more. This top row. That top row sounds so much better. So is the bottom row too. In fact, I think all the keys at the perimeter that have the half plate sound way deeper. And I have to say, I think these middle, my alphas, now sound way creamier. I might not do anything to this board, even straighten the keys. We'll just say it brings character to the board, but that's pretty consistent, and it just sounds nice and creamy. I do like the way this sounds with the flexier O-ring. Kind of surprised, because every sound test I was listening to had different results, where people wanted to prefer the stiffer 50A O-ring, and some people were even jumping up and getting like a 90A O-ring, which is much harder, because it's the sure durometer. So in this case, 30A was softer than 50A, which is softer than a 90A, which is pretty hard actually. That top row sounds spectacular. Okay. So now I'm almost wondering if I should switch out, because I do have a black cherry pie in the space bar. But with the way this sounds, I'm almost wondering if that would be a waste. Huh. Well, I'm at a loss for words. I really like the way this sounds and the way this build turned out. Too bad I had to split into 2 nights, but that's fine. Hypno, you're here. I'm glad you're here. Man, my daughters just did not want me to finish the board apparently last night. They were both up. One started crying, then the second one started crying, and they just took turns being upset and not wanting to go back to sleep. So glad I was able to make something good out of it, though. Anyways, I think that'll probably be it for me for tonight. Not going to bother rating anyone with 2 viewers, but yeah, I think I'm going to make a quick YouTube sound demo for this and call it a night for myself. Get some sleep for a change. I am going to be streaming soon again. Yeah. I need to switch out. I have either a GMK Pro or the Keychron Q1. I need to finish modding the Keychron Q1 at some point in the near future. But I also wanted to change out the link switches that are linears for a decent tactile switch, because I wanted to give that actually as a present to a friend that recently had a baby. So I'll probably end up doing that in the next few streams. I also have a TM680 that I wanted to build as like a budget option for some friends. Yeah, go ahead. I have a frog that's incoming too. I still need to find a PCB for it. I have a VAST 60 R2, which I also need to do as well. Heavier linear switches. So pretty much you can put whatever springs you want in there. Springs will really make things feel heavier or lighter. Let me change the mic setup and turn the music on real quick before I finish answering. Okay. So the only thing you've noticed with the hippos is that they're very sensitive. Yeah, so with that, they had different springs. So with that, let me show one resource page. that I use quite a bit. This is thockstock.com. It has a lot of in-stock things. That's an easy way to find a whole bunch of stuff. So in here they have like switch modification. Also not sure why I gained a like to stream. Happy to see you stream. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Do appreciate it. I don't know. Hopefully I provide something of use, but... so one spring that I always like and favor, and I have high interest in keys, but I like them. Thankfully I didn't get sucked into the community. Yeah, I don't know. It's one thing that it's definitely a rabbit hole you can just keep falling down further and further. I only recommend going in so deep and then just watching other people. But for example, with spring weights, like I think hippos were somewhere in the realm of 62 grams, so they're on the lighter side. Usually people say anything that's 65 grams or less is on the lighter side. Anything that's 65 grams or heavier is on the heavier side. So if I go like to TX springs from Makebo, that's a US vendor, they have weights all the way down to 45 grams, and let me scroll down so you can see everything. They can go up to 90 grams. So if you wanted something that felt less sensitive, like just resting your hands on it was activating a switch, maybe try 70 or 75. If you don't like super sensitive, what's a good one? I would try like 75. 75 is pretty stiff. This is generally what is put in cherry black switches stock. It has a decent amount of typing feel to it, and it's just something to consider, especially if you have a hot swap build and can take it up. Oh, so these are TX springs from Makebo. Oh, you can put these in any switches. So the good part about switches is that you can switch between whatever springs you want, and that will really change the difference in your weight and feel. If you're looking for heavier tactiles, there's some other things too. Like, let's go back to switches. So one other feature about this site, thockstock.com, switches with heavier weights. Yeah. So let's go here. Let's find a heavier switch that I think. So what was Hippos, just out of curiosity? Kinetic Labs says these are 63.5, so slightly on the lighter end of things. Let's see. What do we have that's stock that is heavier? I think the reeds were slightly heavier. No, they're lighter, 58. Alpacas, what were these stock? Let's check Prime KB for this. 62. No, that's like the same weight. Creams I know were heavier. But you always have the problem with creams of them being kind of scratchy. Until you really break them and use them. Yeah, so creams, their bottom out is 70 grams. Their actuation at the start is 55. They feel progressive as you go down through. They're harder to bottom out. Cherry Hyperglides, I think these are mostly heavier switches. I think it's something like bottom out's 80 grams, actuation 60 grams. These are linear switches. People usually talk down on cherry switches, but I kind of like them. KS3s, are these? They're 62. They're a little bit on the lighter side. Gateron inks, I think these were also on the slightly heavier side, but not too heavy. Bottom out 70 grams, so that's heavier than what you have right now. Actuation's at 60. Let me think here. Cobalt. Cobalt was another switch that I don't have, but I wanted to try. That's about the same as what you have now, though. Let's see. 808 ink should be the same as the ink V2s. You have to get LMQB to get these. Feels bad. Or Daily Clack also feels bad. Australian dollars. I don't know what that is in US. Banana splits. This is another switch I was recommended. That's about the same as Hippos. I don't think Tangis were heavy either. No. They do have a dark green top variant with slightly heavier, 67 gram, but I'm not sure if you'd really feel much of a difference. Yeah. But those are just some recommendations off, just from clicking through Thock Stock. Okay, these are lighter. Yeah, but personally, if I wanted to try a heavier switch, I probably would have spring swapped it. Generally, I spring swap. So, for example, for these, I've spring swapped all of the blacks I have with these 53 gram symmetric crazy springs. But yeah, just to give you an idea of some stuff. It's all about preference, and if you need something that feels a little bit heavier because, you know, you're worried about accidentally typing or you feel like you need that, by all means, get different switches, try them out, or try spring swapping, because that's probably the easiest way to get more out of the switches you already have. If you already like the way they feel and sound, I do recommend that. Alright. Anything else going on? Tea. Yeah, let me talk through my plans. Let me write it down while I'm thinking about it too. I want to prep, or I say finish modding Q1, because I still need to figure out what I want to do with that. I probably want to tape mod that, put the foam back in, see how it sounds, and then maybe polyfill that. That's the direction I think I'm going with that from the initial sounds that I heard. You think I should get tiramisu? Honestly, if you're looking for a good looking brown color, yeah, that key set actually looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if it interests you, especially the themes and novelties, or if you want something like that. Not sure if you want to wait till 2023. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. So either you're going to pay more just with time and waiting for things and just buying something and forgetting about it and being pleasantly surprised when it shows up, or you're going to pay more for the aftermarket. I guess the alternative is you could also, in theory, just get stuff from not so reputable third-party people that would not say steal designs, but some people would steal designs. I don't recommend that, but yeah, pretty much buying aftermarket when it comes out, or trying to find a key set that you like now that's in stock, it's definitely hard to do. But if you really like the colorways, and if you think you're going to be in the hobby at that point in 2023, you know, you can always buy it. At the very least, it's something that you could always flip if you're no longer in the hobby when it shows up. Yeah, I only like authentic too. I mean, I buy EBBT and GMK. Those are the two. I bought one set of Milky Way, and that's for the Milky Way Demon Girl, but that's pretty much the only things. I guess I've also delved into Artifact Balloon from Drop. That's Drop's brand. Just to try out some budget items for some friends and stuff for a work build originally. But for my own personal stuff, I'll stick with probably GMK and EBBT, because I like their designs and I want to support people that make the designs when possible. Also, I do like the quality of the sets for the most part. Really haven't had any problems. Some of the space bars might be a little bit warped, but that's pretty much what you get from almost anywhere. You always have that hazard. Yeah, so finish modding Q1. I need to start and complete TM680 build. That's going to be like a very budget build. It was like a 65% ripoff of the GMK model. As far as just being slightly smaller, I think it got rid of the F-row and has a dial. But if that's a decent sounding budget option, that might be something I can give to friends as like a loan or a demo to try to pull them into the hobby, or see if I can interest them into having me build something for them, so I don't just do all personal builds, because honestly I've just been doing personal builds. Let's see, what else do I have here? I need to do my vast 60 round 2 build sometime. I was talking to one guy in Discord about getting a half plate for that, so I might actually put that back even further. I do have to do my frog after I get a PCB for that, because I still have no clue where to source a PCB for a frog, unfortunately. And then I did want to switch out either Q1 or GMK Pro to tactile for a friend. So I wanted to give a friend a board that recently had a kid. He wanted a 75%, and it's either Q1 or GMK Pro. I'll probably have to ask him if he wants a knob or if he doesn't, and that'll probably be the decider factor there. And then what his sound preferences are. I'm not sure if he really knows, he just said he wanted tactile, so hook him up with either Pandas, or I was thinking I have some purple potato switches, I think they're tactile. I think I still have some SP Star Magic Girl switches too. I did like those, and I do like using SP Star switches, so I might try to get some more Magic Girl switches and do that too. What else was I looking at doing? I was going to revisit the GMK Pro eventually anyways, because I did want to try taking some foam out of that and see if I can get a more life into the sound, because it does sound sort of just, it feels like I'm typing on a brick whenever I'm typing on it. And then coming up, I should be getting a few boards in by the end of the year, and that will probably be all the time I'll have to do streams, builds, and stuff like that. So as far as looking at what I have upcoming, at least 3 builds, if not 4, and then 1 rebuild. And then if the boards come in by the end of the year, like planned, I'll have another 3 or 4 personal builds to do before the end of the year, if I have time to do all those builds. So I'll have to lube switches, do stabs, and then the build and solder on stream. So at least I'll keep streaming for the near future, unless my daughters decide they don't want to sleep and wake me up. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it for me for tonight. I think I'll make a sound test for this, throw it on YouTube, and then probably get to bed early tonight. Alright, I think I'm just going to end it here, not going to raid anyone, just going to go quietly, because honestly I was a little disappointed with myself since I wasn't able to complete this build last night, so. But it is what it is. I'm glad I got to do it tonight, and thank you for being here. And thank you for showing up, Hypno. It means a lot for you to come back. Yeah, if you have any questions about switches or anything, feel free to hit me up too. You can send me a DM whenever, man. Alright, that's it for me. With all the sentimental music on in the background, I'm signing off. Have a good night, and catch you later. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.